America's in trouble right now. We've got some problems. We've got problems with racism that are not going away, that should have been long gone. America's not the leader when it comes to racism, when it comes to integration, when it comes to people of different types of groups, different ideas, different beliefs working together. We're really separated. Why? We don't have the foundation for a community. I want to look at a note right now that I saved earlier. Is lack of community working for America? A lack of compassion. There's no leadership with compassion. You would think that the churches would do that because most of Americans identify as a religious person of some sort, usually Christian. And you would think that they would be more compassionate. Doesn't work out that way. When people belong to a cult, they belong to a certain tribe, it actually separates them from others, and there's no integration. When I was involved in different religions, and especially, well, all kinds of religions, you isolate yourself and you only interact with people in your own tribe, and it actually creates divisions. So I think the lack of compassion is a result of religions, and it's not being solved by religions because people keep other people, the non-believers, at a distance. There's a lack of accountability. There are people that immigration is a mess. It's not really organized at all. And I believe that people should be able to immigrate if they're vetted. Do you want just anybody to come into your house? Do you want just anybody to come into your neighborhood? You don't know them. You don't know what's going on. Of course, you want to welcome them, but you want to make sure that you can trust them. So immigration can be a really good thing. That's how America started. Of course, it started on a genocide of the Native Americans. So that's another topic. Living in individual silos, huh? It doesn't work in any society. What works in a society is people working together, people cooperating, people having a platform, a community where they can get together. Now, when I was a kid and lived in the northwest side of Chicago, we would go to our Catholic church, and sometimes there were some events at the Catholic church. Sometimes there were fundraisers and other projects, a fair, maybe bring a dish or some kind of a food sharing thing, or what did we call it? We called it a tin can drive, where we had some canned food in our cupboard that we weren't eating or that we didn't want, and then we would donate that to people. So we had some different events, and that was the extent of community. Another thing that we had was a place we could go to the high school and we could swim, and you could buy a membership to swim, or you could pay each time you went swimming because there was a big pool at the high school. The chlorine is still burning my eyes to this day, 50 years later. But that was some kind of community. But everybody community right here, this is a little bit different. This includes everyone, and it's a very active. And you can find people who you might want to play tennis with. You might find people that you would want to have some kind of a meetup about your group, maybe a chess club. Maybe you would sell your car there. Maybe you would find a babysitter there, or find somebody to mow your lawn. Or maybe you would be able to sell your lawnmower there. So this is an all-encompassing community platform, but we don't have that right now. So what do we have? We have racism. We have homeless people. We have crime that's out of control. We have people just walking in stores, stealing anything they want. That's not the America that I grew up in. It's ridiculous. And I've done a little travel, and I've seen how other countries function. And I think America really needs not a new president, which is everybody's thinking about that right now. We don't need a new leader, because that never works. That never helps. That's never the solution. We don't need to have divisions based upon politics, because we all basically want the same thing. We want safe homes. We want good food. We want happy families. We don't want the racism. We want to be able to interact with other people that are unlike us in a peaceful way. We want to find a way. We want to have a platform. We want to have a way to raise our kids so that the kids are influenced by the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And there's sometimes that's talked about, and sometimes that's considered a foundation for a lot of religions, but it's not in practice. It's just what people talk about, but they don't actually do it. There is no community platform for this until now. Now we're working on this project. Now, this BetterAmerica.club is the fundraiser, it's the Kickstarter, it's the public, what is it, PR, public relations aspect so that people can interact, people contribute, people can participate in this project that's coming up. So we're going to have the software done this year. We're going to be working in the western part of America to start with, in 6 cities on the West Coast. So check it out. Understand that we don't have community right now, nothing like we can have. And this everybody community is the solution. It's one way that we can work together and have a safer, happier, healthier place to live. Thanks.